I'm tired of winter. Hi there, today I am talking about why I am tired of winter. By now I want spring to start. I'm quite over it by now. I usually enjoy the beginning of winter. For me, I consider the start of winter to be December 1st. And I truly enjoyed the whole month of December because Christmas is coming up, and in this house we are huge Christmas fans. We enjoy everything about that holiday. So I enjoy the lights and the spirit and everything. And then during January, we usually kind of keep up the spirit. We are not the kind of people who clean up our decorations right after Christmas. No, they usually last till at least halfway of January or even till the end. But now February is quite on its way, and I've had it actually. During January I can still enjoy some snow, and I can romanticize everything about that, having some snow fun with my daughter, and having that cozy feel of staying in during the winter time. But now in February we mostly have like rain, and everything is just cold and sad, and that's mainly the theme of this video, is sadness. So I was going through my bookcase and I decided to talk about some books that I do not get the chance to talk about on this channel, actually, because usually I'm talking about the books that I am reading or the ones that I have recently read. So I went through my bookcase of books that I've read, and I decided to talk about some books that have made me sad, but like in a good way. Good sad. So the first book that deserves a mention is Watership Down by Richard Adams, and this one is about this group of rabbits, and they live in this warren. It's like, well, I'd call it a colony in Dutch, but it's called a warren in the book. And one of the rabbits has this premonition, like this vision of something bad happening. His name is Fiver, and he convinces Hazel and some other rabbits to flee together with him and to go and look for another warren to stay at. So this is the story of their journey and everything that happens along the way. And I'm not going to tell a lot more, but this book will make you cry. It's also kind of explicit, so it's a bit rough at times. No, definitely rough at times to read, but it is a really great book. So I would definitely recommend you to read this one if you haven't done so already. If this one is somewhere on your to be read lists, then yeah, I can only say grab that book. The next book that I wanted to mention is Perfume by Patrick Suskind. This one is about Jean-Baptiste Grenouille, and he lives in Paris. And he had, well, not the greatest of upbringings, definitely not. But what is special about him is that he has an amazing sense of smell. It's like superhuman, his sense of smell. And because of that, he starts getting interested in like perfumes and all kinds of smells and a combination of them. And he wants to make like the best perfumes in the world. But he is going to take this too far. And I'll stop there. But this is a wonderful book. It is really well written. It is very special because this is the first book in which like smells and scents were described so intensely that I read at any rate. And it's also quite interesting to have a look in this person's mind, because he has this obsession and you can see where this obsession is leading him or taking him. I'm not the biggest fan of the cover of the copy that I have here. I believe it's the movie cover, but yeah, I still enjoy the book a lot. Next there is Dangerous Liaisons by Godeclos de Laclos. This one is an epistolary novel in the true sense of the word. All of these are letters that are written to various characters in the book that they are writing to each other. And it is about this Marquise and this Viscount who think that seduction is sort of a game, and that playing with people's feelings is normal in order to, you know, get what they want out of relationships. And they start this sort of bet over a certain person, and it's very intriguing to follow, but it is also very intense because it is very much about human emotions. It's very much about developing feelings, and if someone is actually deserving of those feelings or not. And it's just a beautifully written novel, and I love this one so much. I also love the 90s movie that was made of this one. It was Cruel Intentions, which was really well done actually, based on this book. But if you are a lover of beautifully written stories, if you love a great, amazing love story, but a really intense one that will make you sad, then you have to read this book. I've mentioned 3 novels, but my next one is actually a play. It's Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. This is the story of Willy Loman, who is a businessman, but, well, things aren't going great exactly for him. And it is this insight in his family life and like how he is coping, sort of. And once again, I don't want to tell too much about these stories. I just want to recommend people to read them. So if you are interested in reading a play, and if you haven't read this one at school maybe, then yeah, I would say try and pick this one up. But warning once again, it will make you sad. And the last book I wanted to mention here is actually a graphic novel, and it is Maus by Art Spiegelman. In this book, Spiegelman actually interviews his own father, who was a Jew during World War II and the Holocaust, and he portrays his experiences. But he does so by portraying all the humans in the story as animals. So the Jews are portrayed as mice, and the Germans are cats, and then other nationalities have other types of animals attributed to them. But I think the intention was to make it more accessible as a story, because everything that happens to these people is of course very intense and quite heavy to read about. But I have to say that seeing these drawings of animals and them being handled cruelly isn't easy either. So yes, this is very sad as well, but just so well done. Now, originally this one is released in 2 parts, but I bought the complete Maus, so the 2 parts together in like an omnibus. So yeah, this one if you want to cry. Alright, thank you for watching my sad video. I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Maybe you got some inspiration from this one, or if there were any books mentioned that you have read and that you enjoyed or got sad by, please tell me so in the comments. And I hope to see you soon in another video, a happier one hopefully. Bye!